Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. No. The title. Yeah. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Ace Attorney time. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, so last time, I think, I stopped right before the end of a trial portion. I should finish that now. So, December 29th, 11:54 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Nivivi! Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. I'm hoping that the recapping, because it's gonna be relevant. The title made me think you were already on the last case. Did it? Did you see what Depression said about the title? And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Oh, and while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. No, yeah. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. Okay. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Oh! Which means? It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Either him or someone else. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility. Heh, well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? It's true. If you think about it at all, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. Yeah, unless somebody, like, took the outfit and walked off with it and left the hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double, Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? You have no idea how hard it is to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. December 29th. December 29th. It's almost accurate to the day that I'm playing. I'm playing this on December 20th. Alright. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. She's got another witness, right? I'm gonna take a guess and say it's gonna be the clown. Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown, yep, with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Lawrence Curls? Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? Wait, did you already do case 1? Case 1? Trial 1? Oh, trial 1. Yeah. Well, no, this is still trial 1. It's like a break. It was trial 1, but then we took a break for recess to talk a little bit, and then we came back to the trial 1. So this is still trial 1. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. What did he say? Was he spitting? What was that? What did he just say? I didn't read it in time. I could have sworn it was in West Clownadelphia, born and raised. But I didn't read the rest of it. Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court that while he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? Fresh Prince, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in the Grand Hall of Justice, not some comedy, club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Ah ha ha ha. I'm not gonna lie,
Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one?
I do kind of wish that he doesn't come back. Your name?
Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown.
You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into the... Without the humor, please. Okay.
Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. It's probably for the better. All right, witness testimony. Let's see what I can do.
I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and a polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Is this really the testimony? Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make these people laugh. I'm almost useless, but I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this is a lot. This is a lot of just nonsense. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? What do you think of me? How am I doing?
That was really... No, this is a joke, right? Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness.
Huh?
We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case.
Really? You really hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later.
Thank you. I can't wait.
Poor Gumshoe.
Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want.
Okay, so that was just bogus. All right, perfect. What you witnessed.
The night of the murder, after the practice was over, I went straight back to my room.
Okay.
You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head.
Oh. Depression jump scare. Hey, what's up, Depression?
That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now.
Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized.
However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
What? Why is he laughing?
That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in this testimony. I know that.
Mr. Wright!
Your Honor?
I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling.
I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. What? Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Wait, what does that mean? Bit busy, so can't type much? That's okay. You are good. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. All right, let's see. Is that even true? You'd say that practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct?
See, that's the thing.
Huh? Oh.
How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now 8 o'clock, that's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That way I can make a great joke.
Let's not. Let's not make it 8 p.m., all right, Mo?
What do you mean, let's not? Don't take that clown out of the clowning around.
Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Will the witness just proceed with his factual testimony? You are so boring. No, this is a courtroom. You need to be like this. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I'm gonna go ahead and skip that one. I don't think that's relevant. I thought I was going straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. Let's try that. You just happened to glance out of the window?
You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls. Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either.
What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Let it rest, keep pressing. Honestly, I kind of want to let it rest for once, but I'll let it rest. Very well, Mo. How about we get back to your testimony now?
This is definitely one of your more straightforward cross-examinations, Mr. Wright.
Of course. You threatened me with a penalty if I don't keep this stooge in check. Interesting. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. Okay, some real info right here. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly, how far away were they?
Let me think about that for a second.
Okay, all right.
If my room is here, and they looked about yay big, I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window.
30 feet? That doesn't seem right. Just 30 feet. That's not far at all. That's incredibly far. If you'd looked out the window and saw them, I feel like that's really far.
It was snowing that night, and it cut down on the visibility. I see. Perhaps continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw.
It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away?
That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols?
Uppity symbols?
Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? All right, everyone knows what to do. All together now. Say it with Uncle Mo. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must be really utterly and completely worthless as a clown.
God. Enough foolishness. Get back on track.
Will the witness please testify as to what he saw and only what he saw?
I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max conked the ringmaster over the head. This is new info. I don't think I've heard about this up until this point. You say you saw the ringmaster get conked over the head?
Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story.
He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What do you say? What would you say the victim was struck with?
You mean the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right?
That's not what I meant. You did say you see everything, didn't you?
Well, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon.
It's almost Christmas. It is almost Christmas. I love the depression cloud. I can't believe you like him. I just can't. I'm sorry. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty.
Holy crap, look at the health bar! I'll lose like 5 freaking health! Oh my god!
This is a bit melodramatic. So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix, right? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? Did not see the crime? Of course I do. Of course I don't. I think he did see the crime, right? Unless, like, there's some reason that he might have seen something else. Wait. How did the victim die? Wait, let's see. Where's the court record of how the victim died? Here we go. Blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Yeah, he got conked on the head. That's true. It happened at 10:15. Could be consistent with what Mo is saying. I don't know. I want to say that I'm gonna save. I want to say that he did see the crime take place. Any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? But it seems like Phoenix is saying that he didn't. So it seems like, all right, I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna go with of course I do, and then just see what happens. The classic Phoenix bluff. Of course I have grounds to make this claim. Then let's hear it. That's something I can't share with you at this time.
What did you just say? Mr. Wright!
I know there's something wrong with this testimony, but I can't put why I feel this way into words for the judge. Maybe we should get a bit more information. Once we find something more solid, we can give it another shot. Yeah, you're right.
Mr. Wright, before we resume testimony, you know that you must be What?
Yikes, that's harsh. You know, most testimony and what he told us yesterday are kind of different. Yeah, I noticed. You've got to pinpoint what's changed. Oh, I think a lot has changed. You can do it, Nick. Holy crap, that knocked me out hard. Okay. After practice over, I went straight back to my room. I mean, okay. You have no idea how tired I was. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. Saw two silhouettes that were far away. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max conked the ringmaster over the head. Alright. I'm gonna revert the save. I'm gonna say, of course I don't. Well, see, right now I don't have a clear basis to be thinking that. Then this is just another one of those pointless efforts to badger my witness. Thus, you have just earned yourself a penalty from me.
Now wait a second, Miss Von Karma. This time, I do not feel the need to treat Mr. Wright so harshly.
That's right. What he said, held out by the judge. What an honor indeed.
If we must penalize Mr. Wright for his display, I think a verbal censure would be best.
Huh?
You know the rules, Mr. Wright. There is no room for baseless hounding in this courtroom.
Oh. I guess he didn't really bail me out after all. I guess it's not as bad as the other one. Hey, what I miss? Why is there a clown? There's a clown on the stand. Someone committed a murder. The clown is the witness. You know, most testimony and what he told us yesterday are kind of different. Yeah, I noticed. We've just got to pinpoint what's changed. You can do it, Nick. What he told us yesterday? What did he tell us yesterday? At the murder, I went to practice was over. I went straight back to my room. Okay. No, but I'll probably get penalized for this, but I'm gonna press him on this first thing and then just see what happens. It was down on 10. He talks about making a joke. All right, 8 o'clock then.
You know you want to hear a joke. A man goes to the doctor, and the doctor asks, how is number 1? The man says, every day at 6. The doctor asks, and 2? The man says, every day at 7.
Witness, these are exactly the type of jokes you should save for the detective.
Ow!
You knew what would happen. Don't look at me like that.
Mr. Wright, you're hereby penalized. This will not become a kangaroo court.
I'm pretty sure we're way, way ahead of that. Isn't funny at all, in more ways than one. Okay, you have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. Do I have anything? Who was wearing his cloak? A symbol of Max's fabulous found at the crime scene. I got nothing. Kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head. Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. Is really. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found in the murder scene. Okay.
Objection!
I think it has something to do with what they were wearing, maybe? Oh god, no. Oh god. Oh, what have I done? Okay. Alright, let's not press on that last one then. Okay. They were a bit far away though. Far away, you say. If you gotta just say exactly how far away, Where were they? Let me think about. For 30 feet. Wait. Okay, wait a minute. No. Wasn't there testimony that it stopped snowing or something at one point? Lawrence Curls, the ringmaster of Old Friend, a pleasant stooge of a clown. Yeah, like, I could have sworn they said it had stopped snowing. Who's wearing his cloak. Okay, let me press on this. So you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away. That's right, I'd been thinking about it over and over since that night, but things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? But not all the symbols were found at the scene of the crime, though. I don't know. I'm actually stuck on this one. I got nothing. I mean, I could press on this, which is the only thing I haven't done, but I doubt I'll get anywhere. You were pooped that night?
Yes, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food.
What?
The double cheese, double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happened after that, they say, happens. Ah, ha, ha, ha. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love the toilet humor these days.
That joke is so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply.
Oh my god, I'm getting penalized like crazy. I've got to go to reply, though. That joke was so funny, it just earned you a penalty.
Hint? Yes, please. I am lost here. Because I don't have any sort of, like, contradictory evidence in my... Hunched over... Yeah, I don't think I have any contradictory evidence here. Let me see Mo again. Let you see Mo again? All his lines? Oh, okay. The night of murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. And then finally, the last one is, I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. It's got to be one of the last three. Saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. Only his cloak? Well, that's... You think it's like... No! I did not mean to hit that button. So I would... Who was wearing his cloak? I don't know. Would I present this? Wasn't there something else of note at the scene? His hat. His hat was found at the scene. But like, if you press him on this, he says, you clearly saw this, even though you were by your own admission far away. Didn't make sense as I spoke with the prosecutor, but now I'm 100% certain that was Max and the ringmaster. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? So like, he's saying that Max was wearing all of the symbols. So that doesn't seem like it would be that. I mean, I could try it.
Objection!
No. The witness statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, but I cannot see anything faulty. Unfortunately, you have to penalize you, Mr. Wright.
Alright. Alright. If I recall, it's something about the hat. Okay, hang on. I tried the hat. Wait, did I try the hat there? Let me try this.
Objection!
No? Haven't played in a while, though. Crap. I'm in trouble here. And the ringmaster who was wearing his cloak.
Objection!
No. I've tried both the hat and the cloak now, and this.
Objection!
Yeah, neither of them work. Crap. I don't know. I might have to look it up. I can't believe I'm like 2 seconds into the game and I'm already stuck. Silhouettes were far away. Ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. Want me to look it up? Yeah, sure. If you can. Well, you're busy, right? I mean, if you can, yeah, that. So I can give a hint. Yeah, if you could, yeah. Kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head, and that. I mean that. Two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. Like, nothing. None of this is, seemingly relevant to anything that he's saying. So when I saw two silhouettes, they were a bit far away, though. Okay, what's this last one? I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. I mean, it adds up. It tracks. Why is Money the Monkey here and not in the profiles, I wonder? Gotta press? Oh. Well, I've pressed on all of them. I've pressed on all of them, but press the clown. I mean, I've pressed on like every single dialogue option. But I mean, when he saw the attack. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. There's the ringmaster. Okay, so on the last one, then? I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max conked the ringmaster over the head. I press on this one. This is the dangerous one, though. This is the one if you, climax of my story. He really does enjoy... Yeah. If you...
Objection!
If you, Yeah, this option comes up, but it doesn't matter what I choose. If I choose, of course I do, then I lose like I lose half my health. If I choose, of course I don't, then I lose one of my health. So like how do I proceed here then? Because I already did. Of course I do, and I mean I did both. It's the bluff, but of course I have grounds to make this claim. Okay. But it just takes me back to this. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm just back here, you know? Like, it doesn't... I don't progress at all. Give me a sec. Missed something before. Try why he woke up. Why he woke up? He did. Wait, he didn't wake up. What do you... He just went to his room because he was tired. Thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. This, maybe? You just happened to glance out the window. You could say that. You could say, yeah. Pressing further on the issue. Keep pressing. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night?
Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they?
Oh, I haven't done this. That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday... Oh!
Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump.
Ah! Well, I guess that was it. Wait. Then I didn't need to... I didn't need to choose to lose all that health then. Let's see. I guess I hadn't pressed on every single one. So when you said you pressed everything on everything, big lie, I see. I guess so, apparently. I guess I had missed one.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You forgot?
Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound.
He did not just simply glance out of his window that night.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Ow!
That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony.
Very well, Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony.
Should start turning the tables in our favor. I hope so. Anyways, you should be good. Back to work for me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, I heard a huge noise outside the... Well, but nothing... It's like nothing changed. I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside. All right, I'll press here, see what happens. What was the sound like?
Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Curls, may the court remind you the humor is unnecessary. Oh, how'd you know that I was gonna make a joke? I guess that the sound sounded like, I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh?
What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the Ringmaster and Max. He was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max conked the Ringmaster over the head. I'm going to take a guess and say now I press on this final part. Let's see what happens. So you say you saw the Ringmaster get clonked over the head.
Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story.
Okay. Struck with the weapon. We don't know.
Objection!
Oh man, I really hope this works out. Clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime. Oh! Of course I do then, because of the sound. It happened before. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason? Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright?
Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit.
He did say that.
However, Mo just stated the following under oath.
I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max conked the ringmaster over the head.
If Mo is to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there is no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone. In 1910, what the heck is Mo on about?
Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment?
They did commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car.
Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court?
No. I'm just stalling for a time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of clown makeup to find the truth.
Well, you're back from your jog.
Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much? When I looked out the window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the rest of the gaps of my statement. Von Karma. Tampering with the witness again.
So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster?
Yes. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster had already checked out.
Checked out?
Yep. He was on a permanent vacation, as they say.
Mr. Curls!
Your Honor,
you did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct?
Yes! Exactly! The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him.
Very well. Then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And even if I catch a hint of a joke, from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
Got it. Okay. Alright, I should be able to get this. I feel like I got this one. It was a bit far away, but the shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, the black cloak, they were all there. Uh-oh. His face was a silhouette, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. Crap.
It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime.
It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever. This should finally be good enough, yes?
It is a decisive testimony.
Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he was there. We have to believe in that.
All right, Mr. Wright. Commence your cross-examination.
The silhouette. Okay. It was a bit far away, but the shadow could only have belonged to Max. Don't you think that you are going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. It doesn't seem like he is jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. Trilo said the same thing, but if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself, but just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max.
You're sure of that?
Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. Okay. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. Black cloak? The coat is purple, not black, but, sure. You're sure that this was what you saw that night?
Exactly what I said I saw. Exactly what I saw. I got eyes like a hawk.
Don't birds have terrible night vision?
But that's not all I saw.
His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window. There was light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what was your eyesight like?
I can see like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out of my right eye.
Our records say his eyesight is perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly.
The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was.
His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. So, you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding?
That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused the loud noise, but it must have been something incredibly hard.
Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object, at least it says so in the autopsy report. With Trilo's testimony, and now Mo's, it really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you've got to find a contradiction in this. That's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that will help. I gotta do it. Other than Max? What? Silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. I'm gonna take a guess and say it was this because the cloak isn't black, it's purple. Although, I mean, you could make that mistake, but I don't know.
Objection!
Let's try it. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols?
I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right?
Mo, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols.
3 symbols?
Hey, everyone get ready. All together now.
Silk hat, cloak, white roses. What the?
Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo?
Do you like pie? I love pie.
Silence, fool. You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions.
Order, order.
Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you?
To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw.
Whoa. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. He's got 20/20. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene.
Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case?
Clearly not. He is just toying with this court. Crap, I actually don't know. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony?
There's no way I could mistake someone wearing these 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone wearing that crazy getup and this nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup?
Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw 3 of the Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. Ooh. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction.
Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this...
Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness had stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case.
Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, this witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
What?
If there are no contradictions in this next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling.
A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. There's no way it's over now. There's no way. There's no way.
There's no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that, especially the silk hat. There is no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene.
Wearing it the entire time he was on the scene? I mean, he dropped it at one point.
Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this.
You read so fast? Yo, what's up? Just one chance?
I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you'd better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations.
I've only got a simple shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. Silhouette Part 2. Okay. There's no doubt in my mind there were no red roses that night. All right, let's press here. Mo, be honest. Ow! You promised Mr. Phoenix, right? No more badgering. I hope you enjoy this penalty. Holy! Are you kidding? Oh, I'm finished.
Excuse me, I'm not the one handing out the pen. Ow!
Witness, continue your testimony.
You're not going to whip me too, are you?
Maybe after court, if you're into that kind of thing.
But it isn't kind of pointless. Isn't it kind of pointless if you only whip me after court?
Holy crap! I just lost a ton of health. Oh my gosh! All right. I'm saving. So I just have to find a contradiction. I can't press on anything. There's no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. No white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Maybe Mo doesn't know that the silk hat was dropped? Found at the crime scene. That is my only guess.
Objection!
Oh! This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it?
Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night.
No question in your mind.
Exactly. How would one mistake a thing like that?
I see.
Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright?
Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means... The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene.
No, that's not true. Order, order, order. Yes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court.
Hey, that's not right. That's so harsh.
That's not right. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things.
Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're crashing out. And no matter how old I get, I'll always be younger than you.
Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth.
He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it?
He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there.
He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo?
What do you want?
You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime?
What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor.
Objection!
This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless.
You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that all right with you, little guy?
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene?
The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away.
That's what I expected you to say. You're sure that's how it happened?
Say what? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this.
I think I know where he's going with this.
Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene?
Yes. There were no footprints. Right? Oh, I can't save. Crap. Okay, please let this be it. Look at this picture. Yes! I think I got it. The problem is the footprints in the snow.
Footprints?
In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there.
Aye, 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 aye!
So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of his witness's testimony from the court record.
I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in.
Wait a second! You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, fine. I'll tell you the truth this time. Oh my god, this clown. You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better.
Mr. Lawrence Girls.
Yes?
The testimony you provided up until now has been false?
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just
what?
I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Damn.
Order, order. I will have order. Franziska Von Karma, how could you?
Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinions I have. Oh no, did he really fly away?
What opinion is that?
It's not funny.
That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you have to say you saw, Mr. Curls.
Ha! You're not gonna believe this, but it's true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. He flew away. He actually flew away. I can't believe it. I bet that's it. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw Yep. What the heck? This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He straight up vampired his way out. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. Insane. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now?
Well, that was, how do you put this into words?
Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. Why would she hide that if it like, was further evidence to prove that it was Max?
You're right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why don't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story.
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright?
His eyes were playing tricks. He's telling the truth. This is all a dream, right? He's telling the truth, I'm pretty sure. What he just said was so strange. I don't think he would have made it up.
Which means that he is telling the truth?
That's what I think. Nick, wait. That means that Max actually used magic. No, it means it wasn't Max. It could have been someone else. Max, you're right. Ow! Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. Wait.
I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. A criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. But just can't wrap my head around how that actually happened.
Call Phoenix if you're not guilty, and call Saul Goodman if you are. You imbecile.
If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned.
Holy crap. I can't believe I got through that. Hey, sweeties. What in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but did you fly that night? Did you fly that night? I thought you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and I have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we could do is hope that we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker. I think I have a theory about what might have possibly happened. Maybe. Holy crap. Alright. Hopefully this is the final day. Yes. I don't know how they might have done it, but I feel like it might be just maybe somebody knew that Mo was going to be there that night, and somebody only using the cloak and the hat, dressed up, I don't know, like a mannequin or something, and made it fly. Maybe they were standing on the roof and they hoisted it or some crap. I don't know. Nick? What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearlie showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? How'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks, like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of the magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Okay. Where to first? Detention center? Sure, maybe Max is here. We could talk to him. Oh, my sweeties. You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, The Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. The Great Prison Escape. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do a special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would be surely an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking. But the prosecution staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about this possibility. I have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. Alright, night of the murder. Maybe he can tell me more. The night of the crime. You didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here is how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what that stoogey clown says. It wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You still have to forgive me, You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. Today's trial. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous. A great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won on the world stage. I've won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Grand Prix? Oh my sweeties, I want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest, though, I've told the story 100 times already. It's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Why does he have that in jail? It looks like... Just look at that fabulous stage. Interesting. That is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At the time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Grand Prix photo added to the court record. Really? I feel like that'll become relevant later. What's so important about this? He's got his symbols. I don't know. Maybe it will become relevant later. Weird. Okay, back to the circus. The very big circus. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing.
All right, let's do it. Are you ready?
Yes. Wait.
Quit your whining. Let's just give it a shot already. All right, let's go.
Row your boat.
Row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that.
I'm trying my best, but Trilo, this just isn't going to work.
You enjoy saying dumb things? You're going to have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you going to do then?
Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trilo.
What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course?
I'm sorry. Secret crash training? Whoa. Yes, Trilo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So, we're trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act. In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible. I'm pretty sure you can't. Pretty sure that'd be impossible.
See? Even they're surprised by the idea. I told you.
They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea.
We've got a grip on the basics. Then it's just a matter of practice.
You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you.
Ah, there it is. Now that I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina.
Alright, well, let's talk to them. Today's trial. I know that you already testified in court today.
You want to talk about what we saw, right?
Yes.
Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben?
Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right.
But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols.
What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols?
What do you think, Ben?
What? Oh, I'd have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. Marriage? I was hoping I could ask you about Regina.
I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now.
Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent?
Ha! You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart?
Huh?
Waiting like this is part of being in love.
How so?
If you had a clue, you would know waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts.
Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya, she's so red she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. Ventriloquism. So, how is this new routine working out?
Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. We're going to take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution.
That sounds incredible.
But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should.
That jerk?
Max Galactica. Performers should take aim for the world. Who does he think he is?
Trilo, you seem to be really fired up about all this.
He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage.
You're right.
Mark my words, I, Trilo Quiz, will win the Grand Prix.
You're the man now, doll.
Row, row, row your boat. We'll be the key to a glorious victory.
Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best?
Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You gotta be part of this too.
Okay, so I was told to present this to them, the Grand Prix photo. Would you mind taking a look at this? I guess we don't need to look at this after all. Oh, I guess it's not relevant, maybe? Okay, I don't know. I guess let's go to the big top first. Maybe Regina's around and will talk to us about stuff. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Hey, Nick, you're kind of like a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just allergic to wild tigers. Big top ringmaster's room? Something new in here? Oh, is it? Can I finally look in the pocket? Max and the ringmaster had their talk in this room. It could have been when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why'd he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? Let's see. You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat. They call this the face of someone who already knew that fact. What? A scrap of white paper is sticking out of the coat pocket. Huh? Where? Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats. You always seem to make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Okay, so I can't look through it yet. Alright. Then I guess I'll go to the cafeteria. Maybe there's something new here. They still haven't cleaned this place up yet. If Pearlie got one look at the state of this place, she'd slap whoever was in charge across the face. Remind me to never invite her to my office. Nothing new. Unless there's something I gotta examine in these spots. Alright, then I guess I'll go to the lodging house. I doubt Gumshoe's here. Oh my god, really?
Oh, it's you two.
You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest?
I'm taking a rest night now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks out all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something.
Like you should be laughing? I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes.
I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much?
Franziska really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself.
No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way.
Why are you defending her?
Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up. Don't show up. Don't show up. Don't show up.
Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight.
She's directly above us as we speak. Oh!
Huh? How's that possible?
According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the night sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal.
Oh, I see. Who lives in that room? Behind the window up there?
The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there.
Acro, that's right. That's right.
So, any idea of what's going up? So don't get any idea of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal?
Why not? Franziska Von Karma. When she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Okay. Well, then I guess I'll go to Mo's room first? Mo's not here. If he was here, you would have been able to... If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you heard him laugh away. Ah, ha 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 ha. What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking of new jokes. He must really love his work. Alright, well, Mo's not here. I don't think there's anyone I can talk to. Except for... No, nothing new. Maybe I can present him with someone? I don't know. No, okay. Well, I mean, I got nothing. Do you have anything new to say? You don't. Can I present your own picture to you? I'm normally fabulous, but in this picture, I'm the king of the world. I even got a fabulous trophy and a super fabulous bust. That's really cool. That's really cool. I wouldn't mind seeing your trophy someday. If you want to see one of my awards, you should just go to the cafeteria. Oh? The cafeteria? You mean the one inside the circus tent? Of course. The trophy isn't there, but it's the bust that I won. It's in the cafeteria. We were just there yesterday. Nick, did you see a bust anywhere inside the cafeteria? No. Well, let's go there now. Maybe there's something there now. I mean, I went there already, but I guess I didn't notice anything.
Ah, right. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria.
Yikes. He's in awfully good mood.
All right. You know what time it is. Real time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? Buzz, wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girlie?
I got it.
Okay, what is your answer?
Because they are in the cafeteria.
Exactly! It's an incredibly sad place, the cafe. Ha ha ha!
What on earth? I did it! What's going on? He's being too nice. Okay. Today's trial. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it?
You're telling me I didn't think it was going to be so tough.
Tough?
Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning, I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story, and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing.
You even used that famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke.
Exactly. How can you not laugh at a stunning comedy like that?
What you witnessed? Are you 100% sure about your testimony today?
I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just
flew through the air.
It wasn't exactly flying per se. It was more like floating. The silhouette of his face just made me positive it was Max.
I don't see a Cyclops. He must be telling the truth. Alright, I'll present him this.
Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too.
Huh? You've seen it as well?
Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Ha ha ha! Oh yeah, he didn't just show me the picture.
What do you mean? Oh, that bust!
He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to its greatness.
Checking in, how's it going? I mean, I'm progressing. That's what's important. He's got a big bust? I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Is it this? This is strange. There's nothing on top of the stand. Look here, Max is written on it. It must be his VIP table. No, I bet you it's supposed to be the bust or something, right? Maybe? Still eat hamburgers, right? Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Isn't Max's bust?
Max's bust should be on that small table over there.
There's nothing over there.
Really? Oh, yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden. The bust disappeared.
It disappeared? Oh my god, I know what happened. I know what happened. Oh my god, okay. It disappeared?
If you want to see it, there's a photo of on the bulletin board over there.
Don't make me say it. Don't make me say it, please.
Max just had to put the picture up. Hey, this thing is really cool.
Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aw. Max G bust added to the court record. Bronze statue taken from the cafeteria before the crime. Is there anything else that's changed about this place?
Nope, nothing's changed that I can see.
I wonder if he's actually thinking about this, or if he's setting up a bad joke. Very well, won't say if it's right. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's right. I'm pretty sure I know.
Nope, I'm drawing a blank here.
A quiet mo is a good mo in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh?
Well, there is one teensy tiny thing that does seem different.
Tell us. What changed?
Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center.
Piece of paper?
It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see this title.
Yikes! It says, "To the murderer." Murder? Wait, what?
Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it.
When did you find this?
The morning before the murder.
Before the murder? Before the murder?
Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after the paper was discovered.
Who in the world posted this thing? To the murderer. Why would that... Why? Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead. Is it an important lead? I don't know if it is. It seems irrelevant and just weird. But I guess it's important. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna move back to, anything new here? No. If I go back to circus entrance, maybe I can present you with this? Would you mind taking a look at this? No. What about this? No. Okay. I don't think there's anyone else to talk to, though. I guess I go back to the detention center and present Max with this. Do you know anything about this note? On the morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Oh? Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Oh! Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Oh! It's in the tailcoat thing! I bet you. Yes! Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what this is. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Then let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. What is it? What is it? What is it? I knew it! It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m.? That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called the ringmaster. Interesting. So where on earth would I find Regina? Oh. What? Mo's gone. There's a message here on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. Just thinking about it is making me hungry. All of a sudden, I need a burger bad. I need a burger bad. All of a sudden, I need a new partner bad. I like how they joke around with each other. Bulletin board for bulletins. It doesn't look like there's any useful clues posted here. Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit to read. No, I already read this. Okay. Alright, well, I guess I gotta go find Regina, and I gotta maybe go find Mo? Let's go to the lodging house. Oh, yeah, and I gotta talk to Acro, I think, at one point, too. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you did a good job, as usual.
Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat, finally, but with Miss Von Karma...
What the... Nick, what is that? That beeping sound.
It's Miss Von Karma!
Huh?
Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not far behind.
Some sort of pager or something?
If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, quick! See you, pal!
Oh no? What's about to happen? I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast! So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out there. Ow! As biting as lashes from a whip. Really? She fainted! Did she faint? Von Karma! She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix, right? Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the international news? Haha, national news? You possess a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix, right? Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Can I talk to her? Wow, tomorrow's trial? Miss Von Karma, it appears you've got your hands onto something big, huh? Huh, I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? Conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix, right? I gotta go talk to him. Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I gotta try and find more information for myself. And I also gotta, make sure Maya's okay. Oh, there she is. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. Ah yes, global news, old clown yells at second floor. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of wit. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this, or any other conversation? Then, what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix, right? I have to see him again, one more time. Him? I'm sure you know whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... right again. Miles was likely a little brother to me. Was like a little brother to me. Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth lore? Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he's gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix, right? Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth's death? He's not dead, is he? I'm pretty sure he's not dead. Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case. And then, with the case after that one, he never set foot into court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All that was left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. What? That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then, I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own two hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. I already told you this once. Don't make me do this again. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick? Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you are God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too. What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bites. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Nick, let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Wow. All right, Acro's room. Oh, whoa, look at him. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. Ken Dingling. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro. How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of this circus as well? That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair. Oh, and he's got birds as well. A very big circus. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at the business. And one night, they decided to run away from it all, without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me, he was truly a lifesaver. Seemed like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone's repaid him. for all good in his life. It's such a shame. That's really sad. Sometimes, I think he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. Regina is so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of grudge against Regina? Wheelchair? Sorry to ask, but why are you in the wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't... Why would they put him on the 3rd floor? I can't even leave this building by myself. That's awful. The accident happened during the acrobatic session, right? Oh no! No! Cyclops. It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago. What in the world went on in the circus then? What happened? I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. And? You went there for a rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw. Oh? What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. Wait, what did he see? What you witnessed. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see. The scene of the crime that was right below your window. Yeah, that's true. That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying. I am absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Nick? No, not the bus. Maximilian Galactica, right? You'll have to forget me, but I'll try not to think about him. Acro won't even look at it. Looks like something is really weighing on him. Can I present to you this? Same response. Okay. Okay. What about this? What's this? That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder. In the cafeteria? What happened? He suddenly looks incredibly serious. If it's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source. Her? Regina. Regina! Regina. Ask her about it. Wow. Okay. Well, where's Regina, though? I've looked everywhere for her. She's nowhere. Is she in Moe's room? No, she's not. Okay. Back to the circus entrance. You've got nothing more to say to me, I'm pretty sure. Big Top. Regina? Oh! She could be here. I've got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, Nick! Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet-O-Phoenix. Stay! Stay! Heal! Oh, Maya! Nick! It's you guys! I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake. Mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson, but I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? Russell Berry. It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was! I love my dad so much! I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely, now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad, and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. You really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. Great circus, including a mentally imperiled girl, midlife crisis clown, acrobat in a wheelchair, Mr. Paddle Boat, and a stuck-up hillbilly. Who's Mr. Paddle Boat? Just go back and clear something up. Why'd you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got a lot of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. The puppet? Oh. We should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back from me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. All of these are the same. I'll get it for you. Leave it up to us. Guess there's no turning down that request. Yay! You're really gonna do it? Yeah, why not? Here, tell us about this. Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what that is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it was there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I'd go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realized the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so she pinned it. You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did! I stuck it up there. How'd you know? So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. This. Found in Regina's pocket on the morning of the crime. So it's just someone slipped it in her pocket? But why? You haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Was someone trying to kill Regina? No. That didn't make sense. Huh. I don't know. There's no denying it. Max is cool. I'm gonna try flying someday with Max. She's already flown off into her own little world. Nick, I'm gonna try flying too. Okay, I'll think about it. Okay. Directed at her since it was in her pocket. Okay. First things first, I think I should head back to, Acro. Something smells fantastic, so we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers.
Hello. Welcome to the Bistro du Cirque, a.k.a. the cafeteria.
It smells so good in here, and those burgers look great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster.
My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven.
I bet. I can tell by the smell. Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Alright, Mo. Very big circus? Whoa, Susie, what's up? Been a while. Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you gonna do?
That's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He was calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder.
Special sauce? I don't want that sauce from Mo. Me neither.
Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on.
He was that upset?
Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster shoes.
What? Really?
Max would still be an issue, though.
Max?
He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right.
Mo?
All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know.
The tragedy? You know? What's he talking about? I was sick for a while. I missed so much. That's why I'm mad. I slept a lot. Oh, it's okay, Susie. I'm amazed you even came back, honestly, to tell you the truth. I thought you were just gone. I hope you're okay. I hope the sickness wasn't that bad. Get over it. Get over what tragedy, Mo?
Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all.
You must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right?
Yeah, yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang, dang, dang. Correctamundo.
Doesn't he mean ding? Mo, I mean, no disrespect here, but are you lying to us?
Eh? No, not at all. What makes you think that?
Just the way you said, if everyone can get over the tragedy, seemed a bit strange. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? Oh my god, no! Not him too! So now we're getting closer to the truth.
It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason.
What the... 6 months ago, eh? Feeling better now? Yes? I'm glad. I'm very glad to hear that. Crap, I'm out of,
Let's see here. To the murderer, that's far from polite. Where did you find the rest of the note anyway?
Maybe it'd be best if I didn't tell Mo where we found it. Don't worry about it, Mo.
If I didn't need to worry about it, you shouldn't have shown it to me.
What about this? Can you tell me about this?
Sorry, but I don't know anything about that.
I see.
After all, I'm just a clown.
I concede Mo's a clown, but I get the feeling he's not your average clown. This? No. Okay, alright. I gotta go to Acro. The clown lies? Yeah, the clown be lying. The clown be lying for sure. Wait. Do I have anything new to present to you? This, maybe? No. You're not gonna talk to me. Okay, alright. Acro's room. So what are you playing? This is Ace Attorney. This is, it's a little investigation game. It's nice. What's this? That's what we want to know. Oh, wait. I already went through this, didn't I? Yeah, he told me to go talk to Regina. Oh, I wanted to examine this to see if Regina's thing was here. Ew, it's a huge pile of trash. One man's trash is another monkey's treasure. I guess you're right. Look, there's all the shiny things. He's even got a motorcycle exhaust. What do they call this thing? Oh, a tuba, right? Of course it's a tuba, silly. You didn't know that? Hey, it's a picture of Regina. Well, she is a shining beauty. What? A detective lawyer game? A visual novel? Yeah, like a visual novel, pretty much, yeah. No objections here. Nick! Money must use this to swing around on. Go ahead, Nick. I know you want to ride on it, too. Maybe later. Nah, didn't Money steal something? Or something? Where on earth am I meant to find the monkey? Okay, alright. Let me go talk to, Let me go talk to, Max. Maybe he's got something new. It's quite old. It came out 20 years ago. Yeah, it's very old. I play games made in 1990. What kind of games do you play, Susie? I'm curious. Must have taken Max in for questioning again. There really isn't anything we need to ask him right now anyway. You're right, I guess. Alright, let's go then. Damn. Okay, well, Max is not gonna tell me anything then. Crap, no, I didn't mean to go here. Rookie numbers, I've played Atari 2600 games. There were some Atari games that were like pretty fire. Can you tell me about this? No. Money? He just loves to cause nothing but trouble. That cute little monkey. But don't you think using a tiger to scare him is a bit much? Huh? Why's that? Do you really have to ask that? It's dangerous to use a tiger for that kind of thing. It's not dangerous at all. Regen's just a little kitten. I've seen plenty of kittens, and that's no kitten. I've 100% completed Wario Land for the Virtual Boy. Is that true? I play a lot of Mario and Sonic. It's so fun. Whoa, really? Well, I think I might be stuck here. I don't know what to do next. There's a lot of people I can talk to, but not much I can talk about. Yes, I still even have a game for a DS. The DS is awesome. I still have a DS. I wish I could boot it up and like play it, but like I don't know. Like the DS was just fire. It was just one of the best, one of my favorite consoles ever. I freaking love my DS. It was so good. Okay, let me see what this is. Come on, Mo, tell us what happened 6 months ago. Let me save before I do anything dumb here. Try doing the locks just to see what they want. Yeah, that's what I was gonna try. Tell us what happened 6 months ago.
I'm kind of busy right now. Look, I'm eating a burger as we speak.
That looks so tasty. I just wish we could do something about Mo chewing with his mouth open. Wow, really? So I can't, because he's eating, I can't do that? That's crazy. Oh, wait, no, I'm dumb. I have to use the thing on him, don't I? What was your favorite game for the DS, Susie? If you don't mind me asking. Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus?
Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there! Some juicy burgers! Let's eat instead!
Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Hell yeah, Phoenix! That's what I'm talking about. Sims 4? Yo! The only Sims game I actually ever played was like, I think it was like a spin-off Sims game. I think it was called My Sims, and it was for the DS. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. City Skylines myself. I think the main thing, though, that I loved playing on the DS, freaking Pokemon, man. I love me my Pokemon. Hell yeah. Mo, you said something about an accident? This wouldn't happen to be the cause of the accident, would it? Holy crap, I have no health. The cause of the accident. Nah, I've got nothing. Unless it's this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. All right, let me go to Acro and see if I can see what he wants. These songs, man. All right. Oh, wait a minute. What if Mo's thing and Acro's thing are related to each other? No, I'm dumb. That doesn't make any sense. I like how the birds just fly away. Pokemon, I love Pokemon. Used to play that on my Nintendo Switch. Oh, really? I do. It's so like I can't find anybody that loves Pokemon as much as I do. I love Pokemon so much. I love Gens 1 through 4. After that, I never played Gen 5, and so I never pick up games that are like past Gen 5. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? I don't know. I don't know. I got nothing. I don't think. Unless this is related. You haven't forgotten about what happened 6 months ago? I think the girl? What? What do you mean? 6 months ago? She might have something? You mean, what, Regina? You want me to talk to Regina? Like... Okay, I haven't been here yet. Maybe there's something will pop up here. One's not here. What's that? I heard something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Oh! Nick, it's money. That monkey's holding something. That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take on this monkey attorney style. Give it back, monkey brain. Stay, or ooh, scratch, scratch. Oh, crap. The problem is I know what happened, but I don't remember how to get there again. It's okay. We're making a little bit of progress, slowly. I don't know. If I saw a monkey, I would say... I'd probably say stay. Stay, money, stay! Hey, it's working. It sounded like he was confused at the end of that. Ooh. Stay! Ah! Yikes. Ah! She said to look for a monkey, remember? Oh, well, perfect. That's what I'm doing right now, yeah. I knew that acting like a Regina would do the trick. Nick, you... I swiped it while Money was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Hey, I got it! Let me see it. Huh? You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Well, I guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Damn, Phoenix! Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. A shiny spangled vest. It's not my size at all. Stage costume added to the court record. Okay. Interesting. Believe it or not, but even though I'm a kid, I have Game Boy. I still play in that. No, I, like, legit, like even Meowworth, who's another member of the community, she talks about how she has, like, a Game Boy as well. And, like, she's a freaking kid, too. So, like, I have no clue. I don't know how the youth suddenly, like... come together to use like old technology. It's kind of fascinating. Really. Alright, here's your thingy. Here you go, Regina. Yay, thank you! You really got it back for me? Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. It's nothing. No wonder guys melt to mush in front of this girl. Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It's Leon's. Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about? Oh, that one that someone killed? Well, that's it? Oh, Leon? Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right. Oh! Oh my god! What if that's something that happened? Oh my god! That's right, my dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Leon was sitting down, and he opened his mouth, you know, gah. Uh-huh. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, did you put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming. You sure they were screaming because they love seeing you do that? Anyways. No. What was the bad thing? Oh yeah. Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina? Everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. The animal shows Leon, shot by the ringmaster 6 months ago for biting a performer. 6 months ago? It could be related to this. You haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure... Let me see, hang on. I gotta think this through before I, because this is gonna be really hard. I'm gonna save first. Okay. Let's see if this goes well. Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on that circus? Okay, so, something that happened 6 months ago. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? It's gotta be... I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during the practice, right? How did you... I'm not done yet, though. I told them so many times, you shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina's believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along, he never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo, don't climb up on me now. Who did Leon bite in the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this too. He's involved? Huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is this the person that you promised you wouldn't say anything? The only thing I can possibly think of is Acro. Yeah, 6 months ago, yeah! It must have been Acro, right? How did you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No way! I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please, tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. Oh! Yes! So something I noticed last stream, by the way, is that when he's sad, the mouth on his like hat is sad too. Like the mouth on his hat changes its shape, and also on his clothes. I'm pretty sure, by the way. You might notice it as he talks. It's just like you said. You know, the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have probably been better if he had. What? How would that have been better? He's still alive, but when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in bed at the hospital. What? Wait, what? And that's all he's ever going to be able to do. I see. How is this related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Brother? What? They were an acrobat team of brothers. Acro and Bat. Acro and Bat. Dude, this game and the freaking names that they give the characters. Unbelievable. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime. Acro's brother. Who is Acro's younger brother? This is a new theme too, by the way.
Sean Dingling. But everyone's always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall.
What are those names? Well, it's just funny because they're acrobats, and one of them is named Acro, and the other one's named Bat.
Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, we were practicing Japanifornia. All of a sudden, Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon."
Why'd he do that?
I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling.
He? You mean Leon?
Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling.
Holy crap. What were the parents thinking? I don't think they're their actual names. I think they're just like nicknames or something. Probably, right? But that's pretty funny though.
Some sick grin.
No way. That's impossible. A smirking lion, a flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile?
We never told the police about the incident.
You didn't? Why not?
The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle.
So that's what really happened.
Well, you guys are so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shake, shake, shake.
What? There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Chew. Circus names, when Acro introduced himself, he said his real name. Yeah, he did.
Nice, what a wonderful sneeze.
Huh? You think so?
You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel. That's basic clownmanship. Girlie, I know you gaudy understand that.
Nick, I think I'd make a good clown.
Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer.
Does Regina sneeze with pepper too?
She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper.
Bat?
From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together.
They look perfect together, huh? Okay. Dingling. Oh, yeah. Yeah. His real name was Dingling, yeah. Alright. And I guess I probably have all the information to talk to Acro. Can I go back here? No. One question, what is your username? Are you talking to me or are you talking to Depression? And also username in what? Oh, yeah, lodging house. And then Acro. Okay. Oh, Mr. Wright, back again, I see. Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, or was that someone else? We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It wouldn't seem that he knows what we know. Well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Okay, I feel like that's the game telling me that I have enough info, you know, to solve it. So, interesting. Why is that your username? About the wheelchair. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna back out because I didn't save before this. I want to save first before in case I screw anything up. Alright, let's try it again. I want to call you something, but I don't know what. You just call, depression. That's what we call him, me and, like, New Vivi. Okay, Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? I present this. Leon. Leon. 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. There's one. That sounds kind of weird. I know. Depresso? That sounds like a drink. Like, oh, I'll have a Depresso. Venti or something. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using, so let me rephrase that as battled the lion. You seem to be enjoying telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. Bat. Real name, Sean Dingling. Bit on the head 6 months ago by a lion. Still in a coma. Man, your name is Espresso? Bat. It was a shame that happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Oh, one to go. Mo, he must have told you. Well, I'm sure there must have been other people around, too. I will call you Espresso. I feel like that's not any shorter than the word depression, though. Yes. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of a tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of a tongue.
Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime.
Cut down together. That's where he slipped. And that's how I figured it out. Oh! You two ended up in the center of the same accident together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last Cyclock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Someone you don't like much? I'm thinking it's either Max or the clown, right? No, wait, no, Regina, right? Regina, you always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Yes! 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 I'm nailing it! Saying things like she is cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You got quite a set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? But that sounds better? Yeah, I guess so. Saying espresso is easier in conversation when saying the word depression as a name. Yeah, I guess so. Leon never taught a command to attack people. Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Maybe I overdid it again? But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. Okay, what? I didn't realize there was another part to this. Proof that you had it out for Regina all along. Forgotten about what happened. I have conclusive... What? Wait. Was it Acro that handed her this? Let's try it. This. Where did you get it? Oh my god! I got it! Regina posted it up on the bulletin board on the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I guess I noticed it was there around breakfast time. Yeah, because he slipped it because... Yes! That makes sense! I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. Holy crap. I'm like sussing it out as I go. This is crazy. Unlock successful. All my health back. Awesome. Holy crap. Alright. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina. A dare? An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. That's insane. Didn't he know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid too, but that line was very old to begin with, and age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing, and that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon chomped down, I jumped toward him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up. What about Bat? He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. Oh, that's why he was in the hospital. I see. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. Dude, like, I feel like this game is so good at, like, planting little seeds of, like, here's bits and pieces of the story, and then at the end, it all just gets revealed. It works so well, honestly. I really like that. Regina and Bat. Bat and Regina. They were such a great friends. Oh, yeah. I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked them. Gross. It's covered in blood. This scarf. It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. Wait, what? When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Oh? When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick, I know, most said the same thing. I agree, many other games like it don't do it as well. I want to compliment the writing of this game, but apparently the writer was drunk or whatever when they wrote this particular case. So, what the heck? Are you actually going to be in court or no? Yes, yeah. There's a court section probably coming up. Probably pretty soon. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Yep, I knew it was Von Karma. I knew it. Miss Von Karma? I've already heard everything. So hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? She's not gonna shock me too, is she? I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, we'll talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come, Acro, let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. That's the other portion of the game? Now what will we do, Nick? How are we going to handle this tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. This is all beginning to come together now. Yeah, no kidding, Nick. No kidding. To be continued? Wow, I'm already at the court part already? Nice. Nice, nice, lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's go straight to court. Holy crap. I don't think I'll complete this today. I don't know. Maybe I'll go a little bit longer than usual. And then the next case might start the next stream, which would be nice. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Teehee? You're here? Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here's a little glass of milk. Regina? How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you fly at the end? It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweetie? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't seem like she doesn't seem to realize what's going on or where she even is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Never heard someone this happy for court.
Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to you! Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go?
Mo.
Top of the morning to you, Governor.
Top of the morning.
That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk.
Oh my, thanks. Well, what's with the milk?
So how are you today, Mr. Wright?
Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm gonna face off against the real culprit.
You mean Acro?
What? It was not Acro. It wasn't. Huh? You think he did it?
Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can the other witnesses. What are you going to do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Anyways, I want to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
You want us to make sure Regina watches?
Yes, that's why I brought her here in court today.
What is that supposed to mean?
She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you about this case, right? As far as into this case as I've gotten, typically I know who's the culprit. I have like an idea a little bit with the cases of this game. But for this one, I genuinely have no clue who could be behind it. I think I know how they did it, but I don't know who. Is it the dad, right? The dad is the one that died.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case.
The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory.
What is the meaning of...
Oh, whoa. I accidentally turned on autoplay. That was an accident. I went way too fast. We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime.
Order! I had a feeling something like this would come up.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if need so arises. But even though I don't know who it is, I'm pretty sure it's not Acro. In fact, my detectives stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Poor gumshoe. No payment and no sleep.
Very well. Please call your witness to the stand.
Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. There he is. All right, Acro. He brought his birds too. Aww. Name and occupation. Ken Dingaling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the very big circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the... If you look at the map, you will see the eyewitness's room is near the crime scene. Emotional support birds? Yeah. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. It's Ken Dingaling. Alright, I'm gonna just save right now. Before anything bad happens. I've got full health too, I'm pretty sure. Alright. Testimony, here we go. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Oh my god! Okay, I have even more evidence to point toward my theory of how it happened. Still don't know who, but I promise you I know exactly how it went down. I promise you. I promise. And then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind. but that's who it looked like. How? Because, like, there's so many, like, pieces of different evidence that are coming together that just makes so much sense. If you would have seen all of this case, you would probably know by this point, too. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming.
This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown.
If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix, right? Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Dude, you can't bring up my friend's name in court like that.
Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony?
In the words of Miss Von Karman, may I quote yesterday's proceeding? I may quote yesterday's proceedings. There is no way that actually happened.
Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination.
I think I would. I'm good at Among Us, and that's a detective game. Yeah, you honestly probably might. It was just after 10 p.m., and I was resting in my bed. You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it makes me... it can make it hard to sleep.
If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains?
Emotional support birds. I love it. I love it. No wonder. I think last stream everyone was saying like, oh man, I really like Acro and all that. But I hadn't met Acro yet. Now I've met Acro. I like him. He's cool. I never really thought of that, I guess. That means I'm off to buy some curtains.
Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Ow!
The witness will proceed with his testimony. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside? I was indeed. Pressing Acro doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now. I don't think there was. There is a contradiction. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong, I'm going to say for now.
What's the matter, Mr. Wright?
Nothing, Your Honor. Until I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. I'll come back to that one, just in case. A few moments later, I saw someone flying... Wait, let me just read it again. Around that time, I heard a thump noise from outside the window. Okay. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no idea... You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix, right? Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. Damn. I just strengthened his testimony. I wonder if Acro's statement jibes with the facts. There's nothing wrong, there's a contradiction. Nothing wrong, I'm gonna say.
What's the matter, Mr. Wright?
Nothing, Your Honor. Until I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. Crap, this is tough. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see, but honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front.
Did you see any of the other symbols?
I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as a cloak wrapped around his body. I like the birds fly off and then they just reappear on him. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there's something fishy with the latest bit of testimony. I'm gonna say no for now.
What's the matter, Mr. Wright?
To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. Okay, I think there may have been something fishy in the last one. Well, I'll come back to it. When did you start thinking that was what you saw? Well, that what you saw was a dream? That's not important. with what you saw wasn't a dream. I believe that the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance on the witness's testimony.
Just to make sure, let's ask the witness. Ow!
Objection.
Sustained.
Don't sustain that. Hacker must be lying about what he saw, right? Of course he is. Now the challenge will be to expose his lies in court. Well, put the pedal to the metal, Nick. Okay. Just after 10, I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from the outside window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. Let me press this again and just see what this says. Light in your room was turned off by then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human body floating by a window. The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses in the front. See any of the other symbols? Clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. Convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. Okay. There is nothing wrong. Okay, alright, then it might be this one. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. Are you sure it was a human being? Could have been a mannequin, perhaps. I mean, I believe it was a human. Okay, let's try this. There's a contradiction. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that it was just given. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence.
She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction?
Crap. I know that this is gonna be relevant at some point, but...
What in the world is this? Ow!
You just don't get it, do you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What don't I get? You're not going to be able to get through this one with your usual bluff routine. Your client looks to be ready to take off once again, straight towards a guilty verdict.
You were bluffing? I will not forgive any more of the mockeries made of this court.
Whoops. Witness, would you mind repeating your testimony? Certainly. Oh, I didn't even lose health for that? Holy crap. Okay, this is actually going to be really hard. Just after 10 p.m. I mean, that tracks. Okay, what? Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. I mean... I mean... Okay. Okay, wait. I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I saw him from behind. That's what it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. Okay. I'm gonna guess it's this. Let's see. There's a contradiction. It might be this, actually. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence.
She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence?
You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? I got it. What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by the window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. He was by the accident? That would have been quite difficult considering the state I'm in. Just looking outside the window was tough enough. It was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at this, this is Max's silk hat.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has two silk hats?
No, this is handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica, which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Order! As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today?
He has a grudge against Max. Acro was dreaming. Acro is the real culprit. Acro's not the culprit. Acro was not dreaming. He has a grudge against Max? Perhaps it's because Acro has a grudge against the defendant, which is why he was trying to frame Max. No.
Why me? What did I do?
Never get your fat head in the way of a whip bent on finding justice. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I have no interest in your silly little theories. He has a grudge against the defendant, huh? You wouldn't happen to have proof of that? Well, that's the thing.
Mr. Wright, thanks to you, I got my head lashed by Miss Von Karma's whip. Don't act like getting hit. I don't like getting hit for nothing. So how about you answer with an explanation?
Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. How about it?
How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in the court today?
Oh, that must have been wrong. So it wasn't the grudge then. Was Acro dreaming? It's obvious that what Acro saw, he didn't actually see at all. Because it was a dream. So, you plan on writing off all inconvenient facts as nothing but dreams? No, this must have been wrong. Was it Acro really the bad guy? Maybe you should just pinch your cheeks and see if you are actually awake. Ow! I think your whip proves this isn't a dream. What? Why isn't it Acro? Because it... I don't know, I just trust him a lot. Please, no! Acro's the real culprit? No! Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion?
Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of?
Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Russell Berry. What?
Mr. Wright, are you serious?
Deadly serious, Your Honor. Like, situationally, yes, it could have been Acro. But I trust him a lot. And also, I don't know. His testimony seemed like it was legit. Haha, I think your trips to the circus have served you well. What are they fighting for? The ringmaster was murdered, but we don't know who did it yet. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying it to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book.
Really?
If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. He is staying rather calm and collected.
Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusations?
I don't really need to say a thing, do I?
What do you mean?
Everyone, take a good look at me. Can I even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house?
That's true.
I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things... See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. Okay. Now I don't know, but the way he said that, now I'm kinda am leaning toward Acro. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Phoenix is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. Ugh. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got the doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well? I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice.
What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice?
Of course he did. Of course he didn't. Saving now. But the way I believe that the murder happened, I'm gonna go ahead and say, of course he didn't. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What?
You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed the murder all by himself. Order, order! What are you getting at? I need to keep them on their toes, Nick. I'm going to have to prove it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can do. I can stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, let's do this. Mr. Phoenix Wright, if this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling? He was here. He's obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room? Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can be only one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. Yeah, well, yeah. What? Are you nuts? What do you say, Mr. Dingling? Yeah, I think I know how this is going. I think I know how this is going to end. It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it. I think I get it. I think I know. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? As the witness stated, your assertion is impossible, as he is in a wheelchair. There is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You got a point. No. Why is Phoenix conceding? It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? How do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right. You can't mess up here. I gotta give this one some serious thought. I know how it happened. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster, and he did it while he was in his room, no doubt about it. Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. Present evidence? Can't present evidence now. Present evidence. I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry? It was none other than this bronze statue. What's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust, and because it is life size, is also very, very heavy. Yes! I knew it! I knew it! Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death, especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Holy crap, it was Acro! See? This is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster, with the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. Holy crap. Order, order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough to upper body strength to carry something like the bust. But I trusted Acro. I trusted Acro too! Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Oh, the birds flew away. That means he's getting serious. Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Unless... Well, Acro. Ow! I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix, right? Unless there's like a really big... No, actually, it might not be Acro.
Actually, I think there's more. I think there's more. For two reasons. One, because the case would seem too short. And two, because... Oh, I had a reason. I forgot it. Oh, because, like... I feel like this pepper shaker and the wooden box hasn't come into play yet. I feel like they'd have to be relevant, and that mystery has yet to be solved. So maybe Acro is still innocent. What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself.
Testimony, you say?
Karma. She's just using this testimony as stall for time, as a ruse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond.
The defense's objection is overruled.
Why can't he see things my way once in a while?
Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony.
The witness will have no problems, however. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. Ugh, that woman will sink into any low to win a case. It better not be. We'll find out right here. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think?
I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony.
It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries.
That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright?
I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. I can't let her get to me. I gotta focus. I'm really glad it didn't give me the option of whether I wanted to cross-examine or not, because I probably would have chosen not to cross-examine. Suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. Have you ever lifted up the bust before? No, I've actually never lifted it up with my own two hands. But I gotta get to it, don't you think? But I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this. Money? A crazy monkey has lifted Max's bust before? What? Wait! The monkey didn't kill him, did he?
Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Dingling.
Dude, if the monkey killed him, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm saving. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. So what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or the tightrope. You don't say. But, no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything. She's gotta chill. Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix, right? I wouldn't lose either, slowpoke. I mean Nick. Oh, whoa. How did the discussion turn to me all of a sudden? I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear. The monkey? It better not be the monkey. It better not be the monkey. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. How is it the monkey? It just better not have been. It can't have been the monkey. And why is that? Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out of the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet.
So you couldn't have thrown that bust out of the window?
There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. How long do you think your recovery will take? You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. I'm currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation. But it's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. To remind you of another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bust, he would not be able to see out of the window. It makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Why would you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see out out below the window. Thus, there is no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick. Huh? What if you turned things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. If only I could prove somehow that Acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. What? Okay, so it's clearly that one. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop a bust on him, don't you think? I'll look at the evidence here after this. If all you had to do was drop it, then it wouldn't have been a problem at all. If all I had to do was drop it, you're right. I could have done that. However, there's no way that I could have landed a direct hit on the ringmaster's head.
So that kind of makes your theory a bit pointless, doesn't it, Mr. Wright?
Acro is strong enough to lift up the bust. Main problem is how he could have aimed for the ringmaster's head. I wonder if he used some kind of tool to aim for the ringmaster. That's the ticket, Nick. Show him that you've got what you've got. I have to be careful. I have to find something that fits perfectly in this case. I don't remember us finding any sort of tool, but maybe we overlooked something. This case could go a lot of different ways, and honestly, I'm more than anything, I'm impressed with this case and how secretive it has been. Could it be this? Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Could it be... I mean... Alright, I'm gonna save. But I'm gonna try this. To see if this works.
Objection!
Dang. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. No, it's not, Nick. Possible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Oh, wrong button. How could he have known where the ringmaster was standing? Unless, like... Unless, I don't know, was the monkey involved somehow? Unless it's this? Unless the wooden box is involved somehow? I doubt this is relevant. I'm gonna try this, I guess.
Objection!
Really? Acro, you didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was gonna be. Quite precisely, may I add. Oh! Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix, right? Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting.
Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright.
Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over.
Oh, the same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over?
The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box there? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box, which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime.
I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bust came falling down, was exactly the same moment the ringmaster lifted up
that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean...
If the bust were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box,
there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No.
Order, order, order! This is unbelievable!
Finally, some of those loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going. There's only one way to go from here. Forward.
So the next question I have is, who placed the wooden box at the scene?
It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Well, allow me to whip some sense into you. Mr. Phoenix, right? Ow! Ow! The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. The size of the box, the weight of the box, the contents of the box. The weight of the box? The box has a remarkable weight. Weight?
According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds.
Just to lift up this wooden box would have required...
Oh, I see. One would have to squat down, then lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say?
That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box was also very large.
The box also carrying handles on either side, doesn't it?
That is correct. To lift the box, you would have to squat down. Which means, no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool. I mean, that's kind of weird, but sure, I guess. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. If he lifted with his legs, this wouldn't have happened. It's true. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills.
Did you do it? Did you place the wooden box in the plaza?
Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? Yeah. Of course I remember. It was on the top of the table in the cafeteria.
Then what happened to it?
I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. Ah, that means... You understand that what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? That is true. Unless he was in the box, and I don't know, he tricked somebody to help him get it up there, so I don't know. You see, Mr. Phoenix, right? Explain that. Don't forget, you said there's no accomplice. Unless it was the monkey! Unless the monkey brought him the bust! Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. But there is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happened once and for all.
All right, Mr. Wright. Let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room?
The monkey times 2. That's what I would have done? It's gotta be the monkey. There's no other possible way. It's either the monkey or the wooden box. But right now, I'm gonna go with the monkey. No way!
A monkey?
Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size.
Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring.
So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, and then brought it back home.
Home?
Money lives in Acro's room.
Acro's room?
But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Monkey the MVP. Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record.
My, those are some very nice cards he's holding.
Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. Gah! Acro? Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. This is such a strange case.
Order! Order! I said order! Miss Von Karma, where is the bust in the question at this moment?
I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak.
This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then?
Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait. Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron.
I'm kind of baffled. Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Oh,
don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix, right? And what is that? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of a crime. No, it was the bust in the cloak. I'm sure. There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony.
That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Nick, don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my last chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other one was the murderer himself. Answer this, and only this, Mr. Phoenix, right? Okay, I'm saving. Strange, therefore bad, the community. What? Who was the murderer the clown saw? It was the bust. It had to have been the bust, I bet. He saw Max's Ow! I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. Au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. Yeah, because, like, Mo said that he saw, like, his face, you know? Like, his facial features or something, right? Or something like that. Like, the bust.
How is that possible?
It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to a bust. It would be easy to hang one off of the cards in the bust's hands. Idiot! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? It doesn't matter who put it on the bust.
Just a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance in this case, don't you agree?
No, not at all! Oh, he caught me. What?
So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust?
Why is that relevant at all? It's Acro. I wonder, Mr. Phoenix, right? Didn't the defendant wear his cloak the entire time he was at practice? So then how did this person get a hold of the cloak? Well, furthermore, how would this person have gotten the cloak onto the bust, I wonder? Because this person was not spotted at the scene. I got it wrong because they're saying this person. I'm sorry. When she's so nice about... Okay, alright. I gotta save. I might be stuck here. When she's so nice about telling me I'm wrong, it hurts even more. Ow! The famous Von Karma carrot and whip approach.
So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bus? Alright.
Well, then it wasn't... It wasn't Acro, then. Could it have been Max himself? This stupid, unless your imagination is crazy good. I wonder, Mr. Phoenix, right? Didn't the... Okay, got it wrong again. I have no clue. How would anyone... Was it money? Love the theme song here. It wasn't money. Oof. 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 Saving? No. 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 Okay, I was about to say, you better not have saved. This freaking game gave me a damn heart attack. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know. It probably wasn't Mo. Probably wasn't him. Wasn't him, already confirmed. Don't think it could have been the Ringmaster. Maybe Regina. Maybe Benjamin. I tried Max already. I'll go with Regina. No. I really don't know how to give a hint without saying it fully. Okay, how about this? How about this? Is it... No, because this might give it away too. Okay, alright, well, you know what, I'll ask anyway. Can you confirm to me that the person that it was is in the profiles? Is one of the profiles and not a piece of evidence? Person? Okay. Well, then I guess I just gotta go through all of them. Wow, really? Just tell, then delete. I gotta stop risking it. I gotta just... I wonder if it adds up how many times I failed. Saving content. Please don't turn it off your PC. My goodness. Terrible. Okay. Well, I've tried several people now. It was Maya Fey. I really want to know. Me too. Well, it wasn't her. Then Russell, I guess, is the only explanation. Really? Fool. Him? You're saying it was the victim himself? Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. The victim himself placed the cloak on the bust. Since you don't know, can I say? Oh, I figured it out. Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. What? Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all of this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint, anyways. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Oh, this is it! This is what happened! Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached the rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window, directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene, of course. At the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trilo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. I can't believe it was actually Acro. Now this is when the magic happens. Okay. Please tell me how this happened. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim, okay. Okay. You... You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix, right? As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. The circus isn't over yet. What? What? This isn't over? The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. It's like a cartoon, actually! That witness was, of course, Lawrence Moe, Curls the Clown. When Moe looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Moe saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because, in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window, so he just kept pulling the bust up. Then the hat fell, I guess? The triangle goes into the square hole. And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. Wow. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could only have been you. Here's the birds. I can't believe it. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? This isn't over? Evidence? The hat was already on the ground. The hat was on the ring. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, the hat that he saw was the hat of the bus. Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip.
Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence?
Nick, they said they want evidence. Just explain how there can only be one possible murder method. But there is still something unusual about Moe's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay, then. Use that and get us out of this jam. Wait, what?
That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright.
Wait, I actually don't know what they're talking about. Like, I have no clue.
Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to the magic case.
What? That makes sense. You mean this? I don't even know what I'm trying to prove here. Just some evidence that it happened in the way that I said it happened? I doubt it's the pepper. I doubt that's relevant, but it's weird because I haven't used it yet. I don't know. Maybe... I saved already, I'm pretty sure. Maybe this? The monkey. No, it's not the monkey. Right? Did I get it? Probably not.
Try again.
If it had been silent for 2 more seconds, I would have screamed. Nick, they say they want evidence. Just explain how there can only be one possible murder method. There's still something unusual about Moe's eyewitness account. A contradiction, actually. A contradiction about Moe's eyewitness account? Stop with the monkey? Moe's eyewitness account. What was Moe's eyewitness? He just said... I don't know. Screw it, I'll try the salt. I'll try the seasoning. Nope. Hint? Yes, please. Yes. I would love a hint. I said it already, actually? You're kidding. It's not the... It can't be the... How is it the monkey? It's not the monkey. Okay. Well... Oh no! The birds are pecking at me! I deleted the comment. I saw that! But what did it say? I don't remember! So try to remember what I said. I don't know! Wait. Can I use my mod powers to look at what it said? No, I can't. Was I here when you deleted it? No, just now. Just now they deleted it. It was after the triangle goes into the square hole, and it was before that makes sense. You mean this. This? Holy crap. The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. You fool, do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. Oh, it was literally what we were just talking about. There's only one explanation for that. His silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust. Yeah, that's literally what I was just saying. Remember we talked about the hat? Yes, that's actually how I figured it out. I just remembered it.
Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of.
Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction?
The other contradiction?
No, this isn't over! Remember what the ventriloquist said in court. He said that he witnessed the white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. That's true. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? They snagged onto the bust as well? Saying you have a memory of a goldfish is a dishonor to goldfish. I think that's actually a misconception, and goldfish actually have pretty good memory. Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust... No, I have the memory of a goldfish. It means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Yeah. Okay, this is a little silly, which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust.
Order, order! This is quite a shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads.
Let's do this, Nick, and maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. No, I thought this was over! How much more is there? Well, so much for that theory.
Mr. Wright, do you mind?
What is it?
You took the time to research our circus, didn't you?
Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? That's true. Fish are not really that stupid. Don't they have a memory of 5 years? I don't know. All I know is that people saying that they have, like, short memory is, like, it's just a myth or something. An idiot sandwich.
If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track.
Why is that? Motive. This witness... It's true. It's true. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude toward the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubt that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive. Yeah, I don't have a motive.
It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break.
No!
I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. Yes, court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Okay, how much of this case is there? How much of this case is there? Can you tell me? People say they have a memory of 5 seconds. Is there a lot to this case left, or can I finish it within, like, I don't know, like half an hour? Because if there's, like, it, because I thought, like, I thought we solved it. I thought Nick had it. I thought this is the last part. Yeah, but, like, how long is it, though? Ah, screw it. I'm wasting time talking. Let's just get this over with. December 30th, 2217. District Attorney, lobby number 5. I can't believe it. Acro. It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is. And to think, he's always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus. Am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Psst, psst. Oh, but nothing. I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kind of the reason why...
Hey, pal! You're gonna ignore me after I went through all the trouble to bring you some evidence?
Ah, Detective Gumshoe.
Ah, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways.
Now, Detective. I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We've got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, Detective?
Well, if you insist.
Now, about that evidence you mentioned. What is it? Half an hour left? Oh my god. Okay. Oh, but I can't do it. I can't stop mid-court. Final stretch, basically. Alright.
Here you go.
Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room?
Yep, and I've included the forensics results. Take a look at it later.
Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
That's why this is all a secret.
Huh? I don't mind if you stop.
Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything, but everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan.
I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion.
Final plans?
Uh-huh. That reminds me, I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here.
What did he mean by that? The very end part? I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me.
Oh, one more thing.
Don't scare me like that. Gumshoe jump scare.
It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
What? For me?
It's milk. The reception area looks like it's some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils.
An entire dairy's worth of milk for me? Okay. I think this is it. I think I'm gonna have to call it. I think I will call it. Right here. So next time, I will finish this case, and I will move on to what some people say is the best case in the game. I'm sure some even say best case in the series. But for now, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming out. I hope you have next week same time. Yes, absolutely. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. And goodbye.